stage. You do this, bud.
Yeah. Gets up on the stage and is like, sure this is safe.
Probably not,
Nope.
but don't worry, I'll catch you. And if you could imagine an armor winking, that's what happens.
Yeah, he's like, I've played in worse places. Puts rod to fiddle and goes to
Wait, you know?
it. Or
Yeah,
bow
he's
to
good
fiddle.
at
Well, he should. He has freaking expertise.
that.
Freaking lore bar.
I have set up like strings across the like trying to figure out how to describe this. Like string lights kind of, except there's no lights across
String.
the street between the buildings. And then take a cup of water, pour it down the string and freeze them into icicles, then cast prestidigitation to put lights in the icicles.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
nifty.
That is quite fancy.
Cool. And then, right as Dro gets all set up and ready to go, I'm like, hey, Aaron, I would love, hey, Alex, I would love a light show. And is at least the symbol of the dagger, like the dripping dagger, like the
Like
what's
the
it called?
signpost.
The signpost, yeah. Could you put that in the sky?
I can probably manage something as I cast several fireworks-y type things that explode in the sky, the final one bursting into the shape of the logo and staying there.
Cool.
I'm wondering if Skyrate isn't actually a thing Girona. There's a thing called Skyrite that's pretty useful for that. He does not, unfortunately, have that. Oh, well.
Oh.
He has Hypnotic Pattern, though, so...
Wait, who does?
Dro has Hypnotic Pattern, though, so yeah,
Oh.
it really gets down to it.
Hypnotic pattern would be best for like a light show for people that dance in, I think.
Or killing people.
Or killing people, because it kind of like charms them and holds them in place, doesn't it?
I think so.
And at this point, I'm basically my own crier. You know, come on everybody, step right up, come see the magnificent Dro as we raise some money for the wonderful dripping dagger. Woohoo! And I'm doing flips and tricks and you know, getting down and funky with my bad self.
A couple of folks come by and kind of boo at you as they walk by, and a couple of people are staying by and offering a couple coins.
Cool.
Okay,
so,
cool.
But oh, I would have filled Tovirian on the plan of the fact that he's kind of our lookout.
He has managed to make himself extremely scarce.
Cool.
I'm serving drinks because I can make them cold or hot or whatever.
Yay.
Or have one sip be really warm and the other one be really cold, and people get really confused.
It's called a ginger skull. I want one.
Oh, what? Sorry?
A ginger skull.
A ginger skull.
Hang on.
Scald.
Scald? Oh. I have no idea what that is.
Neither do I.
I have to
going
use the
with that.
bathroom. I'll be right back.
I'll be very interested to see what you find.
Yeah, so there's a couple of people kind of staying by, and it's just getting a little lively.
Cool. And every you know few little bit, you know, I'm up there, you know, flips and tricks and getting my groove on. So
as you manage to face plant
I had a. I'm
pretty
okay.
hard.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Maybe you should have rolled acrobatics.
Acrobatics might have been
Okay.
possibly.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm good.
You almost managed to make it seem intentional.
Almost. Okay.
Almost.
You know how when they make a pyramid out of people, there's like that core person which bears most of the weight? I'm gonna be that guy who kind of helps Mila do her flips and shit. Like throws her up in the air and such.
Oh, cool. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. I make one of these.
Ha!
Apparently.
That's beautiful.
Holy shit, it's a real thing?
It's a real thing.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not. It's from the book that I've been reading.
Oh, okay.
It's a real
Well, someone
thing.
figured out how to make it a real thing.
All right. So. do
Well,
I
to
get
be
an
fair, they are very fucking specific in how to make it.
This is true.
So do I do an acrobatics with advantage because he's helping?
Yeah.
Woohoo! Well, I didn't need the advantage. Like, he tosses me in the air, and I do one of those, like, double barrel, like, twisting looking, like, somersaults.
So far in the coin box that you kind of put out for donations and such, it's got quite a bit of coin in it. Mostly copper and silver though. Nothing gold yet.
Cool. And now for my next trick. As I leap into the air again, I actually burn a key and light myself on fire and kind of just throw my arms out to kind of make almost like these flaming wings. And as I land, kind of like, like a phoenix, a tiger will rise from the ashes, and we shall party!
As I throw her up in the air again.
Aw, come on, let me have my fun.
Yeah, you gotta rise though. You can't fall, you gotta rise. They make you rise.
Yeah.
And you toss me into the air again. Whee! That's awesome.
Okay, would you regard that as a push, drag, and or lift? Oh,
Yeah.
lift, yeah.
Feasibly, yeah.
Because
Let's
I
put down
have
for
Or
that.
a throw.
I don't know what it is, but it's a 600.
It's pounds.
Okay, apparently the maximum I can push, lift, or drag is 600 pounds.
That's a lot of pounds. Alright.
It is a
So
lot of pounds.
as you finish your acrobatics act, I kind of wave you over.
Cool.
Gotta
Shizuka,
walk off and
like,
rejoin Jin.
Yo yo.
So how exactly was this supposed to work again?
Like as I kind of sigh to myself, I'm like, hopefully Tovir is finding the person or checking the crowd for anybody suspicious who might be coming by. We're
Have
trying
you-
to bring
Talked to him lately?
attention to the dagger.
Like, have you talked to him at any point tonight to make sure he's like still okay and still watching the
Damn it.
crowds?
God damn it.
You actually feel a presence behind you and says, "We have incoming." Not the kind that you were looking for, though. I will be seeing my way out. Good luck.
Mm.
As
but-
as you hear, kind of through the crowd, a rather loud voice yell, "What is all this?" As the crowd starts to kind of part, and There's a,
fuzz as I quickly pocket the dice.
Hey, those are my dice.
I give them back to you, you dickhead. But I gotta pocket them before the fuzz sees them.
Okay.
so
Kinda
there's a
Kind of head over towards the noise.
the crowd parts quite quickly for it's a rather bulky looking halfling, and he is in full plate and seems to be very serious.
I come and stand behind them and like kind of stand in front of the half. I'm like, "Hello, friend. How's it going?"
Kind of looks up and says, "What is all this? Who authorized this?"
I honestly don't know.
I come flipping on over and I'm like, "Hi."
Quick,
And who
Aaron,
are you?
flash him again.
One awesome person. Tells you what? How about we trade? Who are you?
I'm
Kind of lean
Tavros.
down. I'm like, he seems important.
I'm Shizuka.
He has a plate.
And we're throwing a bit of a block party for the reopening, and I say this kind of loud to the crowd, reopening and of the Dripping Dagger.
Isn't it still Ash?
It is still Ash.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
maybe
So
the
you mean
repair.
reconstruction?
Yeah, reconstruction of the Dripping Dagger.
And kind of looks at the crowd and says, "This is a hazard having this many people in this kind of area. Did you get permission for this block party of yours?"
The street's open to everybody?
Yes, but this is not an open street anymore. As you kind of noticed, the traffic would actually have a very difficult time getting around the kind of stop.
Okay.
Yeah, they'd have to go down to what, the Street of the Bells
Okay.
Yeah.
And flip around.
and flip around via Waterdeep Way.
Okay.
He kind of slips
Can
a war pick out of his little belt, bangs on his shield, and says,
Can I insight check him real quick?
"Yeah, sure."
I'm trying to see if he's trying to kind of break it up because of ulterior motives.
He seems to be breaking it up for the exact motive that he's tried to describe.
Okay.
But he
I will inside check him.
also seems to be rather livid that there is such a hootenanny going on, as he seems rather unimpressed by this crowd.
Does
That
he seem very old?
He seems very covered in plate mail, and can't really tell a good age due to the fact that he's a halfling. And you haven't really seen one before.
Fascinating. Such a small child in full plate.
Yeah, it's kind of actually an impressive thing. And you're slightly concerned as to why such a young child is tasked with such an impressive job. But he pulls this war pick out and bangs onto his shield and says, "Disperse! Disperse!" It's the crowd kind of starts
As I
breaking up.
kind of look over at the crowd and I'm like, sorry folks, breaking up the party, but once we will be having a grand reopening of the Dripping Dagger here in a couple of weeks, so you are all invited to come back to that. Okay?
Now that I know what the bar is in reference to, the Dripping Dagger is just such a terrible name.
To be fair, it had that name before it was something.
It did have that name.
Did
It was never actually intended to be such. It just kind of turned into one.
It was actually meant to be a down on your luck kind of dive bar.
Yeah.
Which was probably meant for, like, mercenaries and cutthroats
And like the dagger was
assassins.
probably supposed to be dripping blood.
Yeah.
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 No, I get what it's supposed to be.
not
Just
semen.
Not what it is.
You still sound like you don't approve.
It's not that I don't approve, more that I just epic facepalm every time someone says it.
See, you just have to blame Mila, and it just gets better.
Okay, it's
No
Milo's fault.
regrets? No
Everything is
regrets?
Mila's fault.
No
I'll be
regrets.
right back. I need.
Alright, well,
Um,
I guess I'm gonna cork all the barrels and roll them back into the storehouse. Or the storeroom, or the...
As,
dagger.
as Alex just picks up, like,
So
5
I've
barrels
been
at once,
scanning
and...
the crowd this whole
One
time.
under
Have
each
I been
arm.
seeing anything at all?
There doesn't seem to be anyone who is overly suspicious. Tolvier didn't report anything of importance either.
Okay. And the bartender or the owner is still there.
Owner is still there. He is currently counting through the pile of coins, and he's like,
Cool.
"While I appreciate this is going to take all night to count, which is a great idea."
Tell you what, why don't you pack up your stuff and I kind of look at him up and down and go, "Don't by chance hire any bodyguards, do you?"
Of course not. I'm just a. I don't want to have him say that he's a lowly commoner, but He's not of importance enough to warrant